hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another food video today, and I'm going to be bringing you to two places for a particular dish which isn't necessarily Hong Kong cuisine. It's more of Taiwanese, and that is the xiao bao, the soup dumplings. We're going to two places which specialize in it. These are Din Tai Fung and Jade, and put them head to head, order some sides, some other dishes, and I'll just show you what good food you can find in these two restaurants. So stick around, I hope you enjoy. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel right now, like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to comment any suggestions or feedback in the comment section. I really appreciate it. Let's get on to the video. To make that Din Tai Fung, just a bit of vinegar and soy sauce on top of ginger. This is going to be your sauce for the soup dumplings themselves. So the way you do this is you get it, put it onto a spoon. It's a bit glutinous, so you need to be careful. And then you can bite the hole onto the top to drink the broth. It's very important you drink the broth without wasting any, so I just drink from the spoon. They're a nice porky flavor. And then once you're done with the soup, you can get it and dip it into the sauce that you made earlier. So you're going to have the pork inside and into a bit of the sauce. The meat is very light, not a very porky flavor. I think it's more light because it comes with the soup, but then when you dip it into the vinegar, of course, it's going to be a bit of sourness. So there are several elements into the dish which really go well together. Here we have their pork and shrimp wontons and what they call their special sauce. I think it's around 6 pieces. Have a look at the wontons. And then the sauce is right under. So let's put the wontons, let's drench the wontons in a bit of sauce first. Is actually quite sweet, probably in the middle, sweet and savory. It's not really going to either extreme, but then that's a really crunchy shrimp on the inside, and the wrapper is just nice and light, very silky, so when you have it with the sauce, it's doing a good job at absorbing all the flavor from the sauce as well. Here for our cold appetizer, we have the bean curd puffs with some black fungus on top. As you can see, the bean curd here on the bottom, and then let's eat it together with some of the black fungus as well. When you add a bit of the black fungus, there's just a bit more chew to it because the bean curd is very soft. So when you add the mushroom, there's that contrast in texture. Very nice together. So this is also something which Din Tai Fung is well known for. It's their pork chop, but it's also very peppery. Just a grilled pork chop. So here, let's give this a try as well. Get the end piece right here, as you can see. Lots of pepper on the surface of the pork chop. So I'm expecting a very peppery bite. Pepper is not actually very overpowering, just a nice peppery taste to it. And you can also taste the 5 spice. I think there's 5 spice in this. The pork chop in the inside is quite juicy, quite tender, so the texture is no problem. But then the flavor is a very nice complex taste. There's a bit of spice, there's a bit of pepper, there's a hint of sweetness. So I think overall together, you can tell why this is one of the things you have to order when you go. And here we have the Dan Mian, which are the sesame peanut noodles. You see some peanuts on top, and then this is supposed to be like a slightly spicy sesame sauce. Let's mix it all up first. As you can see, this sauce just coats the noodles very easily. So I'm expecting a evenly distributed flavor all throughout this dish. Very nice. So let's have our first bite. Now you can really taste the sesame because it's a very earthy flavor. It's not really spicy, so you don't have to worry, but then it's more on the salty sesame taste. That's what I really taste throughout the noodles, and then the noodle texture itself is very good in my opinion. Not the most chewy, not the most hard as well, just in the middle. So no problem at all in my opinion. So like in Din Tai Fung, we're ordering the Mian, which is a signature dish of Crystal Jade as well. As you can see, it's much more soupy compared to Din Tai Fung, as there's a lot more broth. And then it looks a bit more aromatic with some chilies, more sesame seeds. And then you have some chives on the side, which of course I'm going to add. So I'll be adding a bit of this. Oh, look at that very rich looking broth. So actually, compared to the one we had in Din Tai Fung, you can tell already that it's more of a soup compared to a sauce. And then because of that, this is more diluted a bit. It's got a bit more kick, it's a bit more spice, and I think also a bit more flavor in terms of the sesame flavor. So overall, I think I'd prefer this version. It's a bit on the spicy side, but I think that's the essence of what a Dan Mian is supposed to be. And then take a look at the noodles. They're more, I think, yeah, because they're soaked in the broth, they're less like gathered together compared to Din Tai Fung. These are more separate already, so I think they should go down a bit more easily. Try them now. And because it's a soup, the noodles have an easier job at absorbing all the flavor, and that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like the soup, but great texture, very nice chew, very nice bite. Of course, we're ordering the signature Xiao the soup dumplings. Here, they're quite big compared to Din Tai Fung, and they serve 4 instead of 6 because the size difference. So I decided to try this version of the soup dumpling. So like I did before, the way to eat this is usually you bite at the top or on the side so that you're able to drink all the soup. And the soup is just actually beginning to flow out. You can see there's a lot of soup. So I'm just gonna drink from the top in case there's any more soup that's gonna come out. Very nice pork, clean porky flavor. And then now we can dip it into a bit of the ginger. So here we go, Xiao Long Bao. Yeah, I'd have to say I'm more impressed with this version of the Xiao Long Bao since it has more broth. It's bigger, so you have more meat as well. Overall, I think it's just a better product. What we have here is the shredded chicken with sesame, cucumber. It's sort of a appetizer salad. So let's give this a try. It looks very fresh. And I think it's another classic dish here. Let's get a nice mix of everything. It's just a very fresh combination of cucumbers and chicken. And you have like a layer of rice noodles on the bottom. So overall, it's very fresh. It's quite light, not super flavorful, but it's a nice appetizer. You can tell why it's an appetizer. And you got the crunchy cucumber. That shredded chicken is just a bit tender, just soft, and then the rice noodles give that silkiness with it. Overall, really good. And here, this is their take on the chili wonton. They also serve it as an appetizer, so it's just quite a small portion. They have some chili on top with soy sauce on the bottom. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Just cover it in a bit of the soy sauce. It's very meaty. It has a nice amount of filling. They definitely don't skimp on the filling here. That's a nice combination of that ground pork with some chives, and then when it's coated in that chili oil, there's a bit of a kick. It's not too spicy. When you coat it with the soy sauce and the chili oil, it goes really well. And here we have some spring rolls also. There's some deep fried spring rolls. I'm not actually sure what's inside, but I'm gonna try. Just dip it in a bit of vinegar, black vinegar. Here we go. So there doesn't seem to be any meat. Like there's no shrimp or there's no pork. It's more of it's either a vegetable spring roll or some, I don't know if this is like some egg white mixture. Quite light, but because of the crispy texture, it's a nice contrast between a more subtle filling and then you have that classic crunch on the outside. You dip it in a bit of vinegar, touch of sourness, but overall it's very light. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed the content I put out for you. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. Once again, feel free to put any suggestions in the comment section below. I definitely take those into consideration. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, thank you for the support. See you in the next video.